adventurers and friends, welcome to the MNmaxed Podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction Curse. A recap of Session 17. We begin to explore down the catacombs with our frenemies in tow. We come across some ghouls who are ugly but have a bad day. One runs away and leads us into another room where we find more undead. Our coerced friends charge in and soak up enough damage to kill them all. Shortly thereafter, we finish up the undead. We then prepare to explore the rest of the catacombs.
This door on the western side of this room, it's just a solid stone slab. It's a door that's completely different than all the others. There's no handle or anything on this side. It almost looks like it's just part of the wall, but it is definitely a door.
Wasn't he trying to escape?
No, he just ran towards it. You guys came to the conclusion he was trying to escape, so I just let you run with it.
Well, I investigate it and try to figure out how to open it.
I mean, you could give a perception check, but there's
17.
I'd take a look at a 23.
And the Door of Wind and Water is what it's called.
Way to give it away.
I blow and spit on it?
Yeah.
The door magically opens when you blow and spit on it.
Of course it does.
It was all planned.
The clue to that door is on the other side, because the opportunity that it's supposed to present is if you come down the other hallway, you could sneak up on that group of ghouls and the ghasts that are in there if you open that door, because they haven't figured out how to open it. So the clue, the wind and water clue, is on the other side.
Big stone door. How stealthily does it open?
All right, I'm gonna be honest.
Nothing else down here.
That's basically it.
Just show us everything. Oh, geez, that little corner. God, I was expecting there to be more, like another room over there.
We search every nook and cranny of this place, every dead body. What do we find?
Well, he already said that Smiler searched, they already searched all the bodies and congregated the loot, so we don't even have to do that.
Savatri, if you search every nook and cranny, every corner, there is, in the other statue room, a small, pile of what look like rags, except for the pile is magical.
I will check the magical rags. 22.
One of them looks actually like a cloak. It's not the fanciest cloak, but it's there. You take 10 minutes to identify it, and you identify this mangy brown and gray coat to be something called a coyote cloak.
That sounds cool.
You gain a +1 item bonus to survival checks, and if you critically succeed at your survivor check to subsist, you can feed twice as many additional creatures.
Who does survival here? The druid or the monk?
The druid.
This is Jibdiah.
Hey, Jeb, here's a cloak. Toss it at him.
It's a brown and gray coyote fur cloak.
How much is it worth?
60 gold.
Yeah, here you go, Jeb.
Thanks.
You taking it, Jeb? I'm assuming you're just taking it.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad item.
Let's go meet back up with Turtle.
And our new slurk friend.
And our new slurg friend.
Yeah,
yes.
let me go to the slurk.
Gonna give me an animal empathy here?
I'm sure gonna try.
I'll stand there with Jeb in case this goes poorly.
It's gonna be my mount.
Well,
It
might
moves
wanna...
moves faster than me, and can climb.
It can climb. That part's really cool.
Survival, better check. Oh, well.
You definitely fail for the animal.
It was already friendly with us, right? So now it'd just be indifferent?
It was. Well, as far as it's concerned, it doesn't see its people.
Yeah.
So it might be a little concerned about that. It doesn't exactly hate you, but it's indifferent towards you right now.
I toss it some food or rations.
I do a nature check.
2.
I'll tell you.
Shit.
I know nothing of slurks.
You don't know slurks.
I was trying to remember. I was trying to see if I could know what they like.
Think of a treat they're particularly fond of. He's totally indifferent to you at the moment. You can come back and try again if you'd like.
I make a nature check to try to climb on top of him. Just
Try doing it yourself.
Just trying to climb on top of him.
All right, go ahead and give me. You'll have to do technically diplomacy check.
Luckily, I'm good at those.
Oh,
I get a 27.
The DC's higher because you don't have animal empathy, but at a 27, and this thing being trained, yeah, it lets you get on it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Moonlight rides the slurk.
The slurk riding Leshy.
Are you gonna name it now?
Probably, but I'll think about it.
Are you gonna be the one that looks into mounted combat?
Sure.
God, 27 on the diplomacy check. See, part of me says that I should just be like, you're not a druid, you just can't do that. But
fuck it.
yeah, I mean,
But
you wanted
It's
to
already broken. I just
We've got
wanted
to-
to.
But fuck it.
but fuck it.
But fuck it. Alright, so command an animal is a nature check, which I've got a decent nature. Got +7.
So- I'm gonna say like the diplomacy was like letting the slurk be comfortable with you getting onto it.
Right.
If you're gonna be commanding it, you will be making the nature checks. Yeah,
Yeah, I was just looking into mounted combat.
right.
And it says you have to make a command an animal action to get your mount to spend its actions.
What's the check equal to? Do we know?
Nature check against the animal's will DC. GM might adjust the DC if the animal has a good attitude toward you. You suggest a course of action it was predisposed towards, or you offer it a treat.
Slurk treats.
But I mean, I would assume we will become best friends, so...
Should we go check out the rooms up here now?
Outside the crypt.
Yep.
Well, there's a double door to go through still.
Well, and there's a door to the south too.
Oh shit, yeah.
What are you gonna check it out, Savatri?
Assuming everybody else is here with me.
I think we'd all be there.
Kestrel, you opening the door?
I'll check it for traps first.
Go ahead.
I will join him on that.
I get a 19.
Mine doesn't matter.
It is not trapped.
Yes, I will open that door.
You open the door and it bleeds into a small room. There's a wall-mounted basin filled with water and a few hooks bearing gray robes. And there's some soap next to the wash basin. Looks like a place to wash up.
I wash up.
Yeah, I wash up. I wash
wash
up,
up.
and I also
Mhm.
refocus. Yeah.
Refocus.
Well, I refocused. I mean, I think Savatri spent like 20 minutes
suppose it was
identifying
Savatri,
stuff,
yeah,
so...
I was gonna say between identifying, the searching, you guys have been down in the crypts for the catacombs for maybe an hour. Yeah, maybe 2.
I go look at this door to see if it's locked, or if there's a way to lock it. Fuck my life.
Well, there wasn't a trap on it before, but there is now when you trigger it.
I was looking for traps. I was looking to see if it's locked.
Well, you found one anyways. Oh.
It's locked. Like, there's no lock up there. It's locked. Is anybody
What's-
low on spells and shit?
I forgot that I was a caster, honestly.
Swanee, you good?
I forget that you're a caster. Like, you mentioned having light, but it's like, why would you have light? I think of you as a fighter.
Yeah.
I have literally used one level level 1 spell. That's it.
Yeah, I think we're good. Unless
I
you
think so too.
Nah, I've only used one level 1 spell in one of my 4 heals.
I will say that those double doors in front of you are locked, but not by mundane means. Detect Magic would reveal that it is magically locked.
Okay.
Spit and blow on it.
So the doors that are here have this really beautiful, like marbled pattern and texture into them. There are door handles that seem to be sort of carved of emerald and made of the into the shape of the Gazran holy symbol, the leaf with the dew droplet coming off of it. The doors are not locked.
Did
Who's open?
those leaves have any kind of demonic things etched onto them, like some of the other symbols we've seen on the creatures?
Good question. No, they do not.
Okay. So who wants to open the door?
I'll do it.
Let's get everybody arranged on the map where you would be.
FYI, Turtle hates this place. She's just gonna hang back everywhere. She hasn't been involved in a fight in like 2 weeks.
Why?
I don't know. She just doesn't like this place. She's still traumatized by the frogs. She thought
Is she hanging out with the Slurk now, though?
No, she hates this slug.
Looks so
She's
cute
probably
and
gonna
cuddly.
eat it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think the Slurk
Slurk's
is
twice
bigger.
her size.
Yeah, I think the Slurk's bigger than Turtle is. So, looks like Jebediah steps up to the Gazran doors.
Well, I open it.
The door opens into a magnificent gallery that glows with light from magical spheres that are set into 8 twisting pillars that stretch from the floor to the ceiling, 20 feet above. That ceiling depicts a cloudy, storm-tossed sky with remarkable realism. The floor is covered with a mosaic of tiles that portray the depths of the ocean, complete with coral reefs, seaweed beds, and a school of fish. Corridors lead away from the gallery to the north and to the south, and the hall ends in a massive bronze double door sculpted in a fantastic diorama of animals of all kinds, fish swimming in the sea, beasts walking the earth, and birds soaring in the sky.
Pretty
And I think this room is fantastic. I love this room.
cool. It looks very cool on the map as well.
Oh yeah, they actually did the mosaic on the map. It's very well done. Of course, in typical room description fashion, there are 2 creatures that are in this room. The first thing that happens as Jebediah swings open the door is you see one of the retainers, with his trident and with his shield, standing off to the side in between some of the pillars, but this woman steps out in between the pillars and with her trident glares down at you, and she goes, "Who are you to violate the sanctum?"
The Circus of Wayward Wonders!
The circus? No, Svantri's already rolling initiative.
I mean,
I know where this is going. Come
This
on.
chick looks pretty.
This chick's
upset.
gotta die, so.
she looks very fanatic.
If I know anything about these tridents, they hurt.
You said
Yeah,
2 creatures.
Yeah, the other one is one of the retainers for a hot moment. And then suddenly through his mouth bursts a verb-like worm.
Oh, good.
Wonderful.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you didn't put him on the map yet.
Yeah, that guy's back. Or at least one of them.
Yeah, watch out for 30 feet within 30 feet of that thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave now.
Ted and Svatri had the right idea. Let's get some initiatives rolled. The female priest got a 22 and goes first. So with her first action, she steps 5 feet up. And with her second and third action, she casts a spell. A blazing ball of fire appears inside of Jebediah's square. And Jebediah needs to give me a reflex save.
17.
17 fails.
Oh no, 2d10
Nice.
damage.
Jebediah takes 6 fire damage.
This is fucking weak. I actually take 4 fire damage.
Wait, why?
Because I'm a dwarf.
Oh, you got the fire
Are
heart
you the
thing.
fire forged dwarf or
Forged
something?
dwarf.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that would be her second and third action. Then it's going to go down to Jebediah. It's your turn.
Oh, shiza. Anything happen?
As you get closer.
Yeah. I
Uh,
wonder if anybody else is opportunist or whatever.
oh, attacks of opportunity? No, you're not looking at it. No, well, at least nobody swings at you.
Alright. I will strike down this woman with a measly 16.
16 misses.
I'm done.
Alright.
I hate my short legs.
Then after Jebediah, it's Svatri.
If only you had a very fast pet tiger that could, move into position with you.
So I'm sorry. I really haven't fucked around with ranged combat in a bit in 2E. How does it work? Do you still take a penalty for shooting into melee?
There's no precise shot requirements or anything like that.
Then with the crossbow, how many actions is it to reload?
Depends. A regular crossbow is the reload 1 trait. That just means it takes an action to reload. The heavy crossbow takes 2 actions to reload.
This just says crossbow.
Then that's just a regular crossbow, so it's 1 action to reload then.
Okay. So Sabatra will take her first action to move into a little bit closer to the doorway, so she can actually see the enemy, the female priest. And she will shoot her with her crossbow that she got from the Abadarian douchebag.
The crossbow from Nellen. All right.
So Jeb would give lesser cover.
That's true. And I think that's just a -1 to attack.
Yeah.
Takes the shot, gets a 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Fuck. Third action will be to reload the crossbow.
Then after Savatri, the wriggling worm takes a bite at Jebediah. Gets a 31 to hit. Get fucked, buddy.
Why do this?
Why roll a 19 every time I swing with one of these guys? I don't know. Jebediah takes 19 points of piercing damage as the verm-like worm grasps onto his shoulder and sinks in. That's the worm's first action. I think for the worm's second action, it's going to attempt to shove Jebediah. Jebediah, does a 17 beat your fortitude DC?
No.
Okay, all right. Then out of sheer frustration, the verm swings the fist of the body it's inhabiting and gets a 10 to hit. All right. Kestrel, it's your turn.
Okay, so I am going to use an action to activate my bracelet of dashing. Then with that, I now have
Yeah, let's go the super fast guy. More things to go for.
50-foot movement speed. I suggested giving it to Jeb.
Yeah, and everyone declined. And I was like, fucking assholes.
I'm using it to get back behind female human priest. And I will do it in a manner in which I would not incur an attack of opportunity. So that's
Hey,
2
that-
actions,
You don't have to worry about it, but yeah, okay, continue.
but I'm doing it anyway. With my third action, I will activate Flurry. And
all right.
what?
I'm just sorry. No. That's just very, very good tactical decision, and I'm depressed that the thing that I was going to do is not going to work out as well as I wanted it to.
It sucks
you.
that we were better than.
It's better for you, obviously, right? Yeah.
All right. Jesus, can't roll. Oh, but it looks like it hits.
The
Hey,
16 while they're flat-footed does hit.
fantastic. So I will deal her 4 damage, and I will make an attack with my Flurry. Second attack. Oh, looks like I hit again.
Yeah, 23 will hit.
I will deal her 2 damage, and then I would like a Fortitude save, please.
Ah, good. This is the important part about dealing damage. Fortitude save comes out as a 25.
Jesus, she's fine.
Okay.
I'm done.
Alrighty then. Very, very well played turn there, Kestrel. Then that's going to take us over to Moonlight. It's your turn.
Well, we're going to see how this works. I'm going to command my Slurk to move forward.
This could be hilarious.
If this does not go well, then we all know what's going to happen. I get a 24 to beat its will DC.
Oh boy, okay. So this is the first time we've ever tried to command an animal outside of the animal companion situation. Swanee, I know you've looked into this. Do you want to talk a little bit about the commanding an animal?
Yeah, well, we can start with mounted combat. In order to do mounted combat, you have to give your animal a command. And so that is a nature check of command an animal, which in order to command them, you need to beat the animal's will DC. And the GM might adjust the DC if the animal has a good attitude toward you, suggest a course of action it was predisposed toward, or offered a treat. But most animals know how to leap, seek, stand, stride, and strike basic actions. An animal knows an activity, such as a horse's gallop. You can command the animal to perform the activity, but you must spend as many actions on command an animal as activity number of actions.
Oh, okay.
So
got it.
each thing I want the animal to do, I have to do a command an animal check.
Got it. And you have the option of all the things that you just read there for
Correct.
what you want to command it to do.
And also, I mean, like, since it has that, like, belly grease and entangling slime and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
I can command it to do those things also, but it takes as many actions as it would normally.
So like slime squirt, you could
I
have
could command
it
it to do slime squirt.
Cool. So honestly, that on its own is pretty damn cool. You're just going to need to beat, it's not necessarily that difficult, but a 14 is its will DC. But also, it's never going to gain levels.
Right. So, I mean, it's going to be very easy to kill at some point.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it moves faster than I do, and it has a climb speed, so...
All right.
I love that you are now riding a giant slimy frog.
Giant tusks.
I'm just going to have it move forward with me on it. So that's my first action,
Okay, was to command it.
was
and
to
then
command it. It
to
moves
move.
on my turn, so it does
Okay.
whatever I tell it to do on my turn.
Is it the 1 action, 2 action trade-off like the animal companion?
No, this is basically an action for action.
Action for action.
I tell it to
exchange.
move. It takes when it takes my action, it then moves.
Got it. Okay.
Combined, we only have 3 total actions.
Between the two of you. Okay. And that's why the druid as an animal companion or the ranger options are better at animals in general. That's really cool.
Right.
That's a cool distinction.
So I'm going to kind of move around behind this thing. That's 30 feet of movement. So that's my first action to move in the room and then to the southern edge of the room.
Kind of on the other side of the pillars, trying to get a little bit of visual cover there.
Yeah, trying to get away from the human priest, but kind of start moving, get close to this medium
Oh, I should
mouth worm.
We all know it's a Vermlek. We all know him. We all hate him.
I think I will just telekinetic projectile the Vermlek. We will get a 26 to hit.
26 will hit. It's not a critical though.
Yeah, I'll go with bludgeoning just because bludgeoning is fun. So I deal it 2d6 plus 4, 10 total damage.
All right, 10 damage to the Vermlek. Takes it right in the noggin. And as you hit it, it pulls its mouth off of Jebediah's shoulder and swivels over to you and screeches.
And that's my turn.
And then that's going to put us to the top of round 2. At the top of round 2, since nobody's in the doorway there, the very heavy decorative doors that lead into the grand hall here begin to slowly close.
All I can think of is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Don't forget your hat.
Exactly.
The first thing that the priest is going to do is it's going to begin casting a spell. Fear has a 30-foot range, and it's going to target one creature, and it's definitely going to be... Jeb, you didn't hit her.
Nope.
Kestrel did. Kestrel makes a will save, gets a 19, and fails.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's great, right? Yeah. That means with a regular failure against the fear spell, you are frightened too.
Right.
Then with the priest's third action, will retreat into the corner of this room. Almost the corner of this room. Don't want to get stuck in that situation again. Then that's going to take us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
If you want to get directly to her south with one movement, I'll go over and get to her north.
Yeah, the worm's gross. I'll run away from him. Yeah, I'll just swing. Oh, she's easy to hit. Okay, 17 to hit.
17 hits.
11 damage.
Nice.
And I'll give a turn to Turtle.
Oh yeah? What's Turtle going to do?
She goes right here, in the middle of the room.
Turtle just runs into the middle of the room. Then that's going to take us down to Savatri.
Jeb, you don't need healing right now, right? You're barely bloodied.
As long as he doesn't get crit again.
Yeah, so he's fine.
He's fine.
I mean, he's only got one enemy next to him, too.
That can change.
I kind of want to see what the Vermlek's going to do.
So you should trip this Vermlek.
I don't know, there's a point to just running over, tripping him. I mean, he'd lose one action to stand back up. And I'd waste 3 actions just to get over there, trip it, and run away.
Don't forget the door's closing, so you want to get in there.
Oh, the door's closing?
Yeah, at the top of the round, I said the door is slowly closing.
How slowly?
Bottom of the round, it'll be closed.
Okay, I'm going to hold my action. I want to see what the Vermlek's going to do.
Oh, okay. Then a delay from Savatri. That's going to take us over to the Vermlek. The Vermlek, with its first action, is going to run down and around the pillars on the southern end of the room, up and behind Jebediah.
What an absolute ass.
And he's flanking Jebediah.
Seems like a really smart Vermlek.
Then with its second action, will bite at Jebediah. The flat-footed Jebediah gets an 18 to hit.
At least it's not a crit.
That's true. And it's going to deal 12 points of damage to Jebediah on a bite. And it's going to sink its wormy maw right in that same place that it bit before, and it starts chewing on the same chunk of meat. And then while it's chewing, it delivers a fist attack right to your kidney.
Stop trying to fist Jebediah.
No.
You sick son of a bitch.
I will never stop. An 11 doesn't hit, though. That's the Vermlek's turn.
So Savatri's going to take her turn. She'll move into the room to get within 30 feet of Jebediah, and then do a 2-action heal on him.
Let's see that 2d8 plus 16.
2d10.
Oh, that's right. You got that feat. Is it a feat or a class feat, right?
It's healing hands. It's a class feat because it says cleric
Oh, there you
for
go.
trades. So decent roll. You get 30.
Nice. Wow.
I feel blessed and touched.
Alive?
That's my turn.
Man,
Pretty damn effective.
I'd say. Then, all right, after Savatri, then it's Kestrel's turn. Kestrel.
All right. Move north of the Gosrin Priest lady. That's action 1. Action 2 will activate Flurry of Blows, so attack numero uno. That's going to be a fucking miss. And my second attack. That is also a fucking miss. With my third action, I will cast Shield.
Yeah, that was rough.
My frightened condition goes down 1.
It certainly does. From Frightened 2 down to Frightened 1. It is Moonlight's turn.
Okay, I don't want to risk not being able to move. So I'm going to dismount as my first action.
Okay.
And then with the second and third, I'm going to cast Telekinetic Projectile.
You get that Vermlek again?
Yes. I only get a 15, so I'm guessing I miss. Yes, I do miss.
A 15 would miss. Not sure you actually have line of sight on that one, though.
Well, I'm never sure about telekinetic projectiles. It's like, where is it coming from? Like, whatever I'm throwing.
That's a really good point. With
It's
that in
like-
mind, you could almost have it happen from anywhere.
from almost any direction.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
kind of the way I've been playing it. It's just
I
like,
mean-
you're picking something up from whatever's got a clear shot and just throwing it at him.
Unexpected major plus from telekinetic projectile. It's a ranged attack that you can almost reliably say you'll never have cover on the attack, the enemy.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say that, but, it also says you pick up any random object.
I mean, I suppose I could say that this is a well-kept floor and there's no loose stones or pebbles or anything that you could pick up and throw at it. But that's an asshole move, and I'm not going to do that. Today.
Okay, well, I miss anyways. My turn's done.
All right. Then after Moonlight, the big doors from the entry into this hall close shut quietly. Because of the position you put her in earlier, the female priest dropped the flaming sphere sustain action, so that's not happening anymore. Yeah, that's rough. I think just gonna attack Jebediah because she's got flanking. Jeb, you're the tank today.
Like every day.
Jeb, you're the tank today again.
We got the tank above me, and then I'm just meaty.
It was 18
These
hit your
perfect
flat
hits
foot.
on me. Perfect convenient.
Going to deal you 15 points of damage with that trident that she's wielding. Okay, with her second action, she runs around the pillar and behind the Vermlek, putting the Vermlek in between Jebediah and herself. And finally,
Damn enemies having tactics.
she is going to cast a spell, a very familiar spell. She's going to cast Heal on herself. Fuck. Wow, that was a waste. She only has first level heal, and she rolled a 1 on her 1-action heal. Man, that's rough. All right, well, after that, Jebediah, it's your turn.
Well, after she did her like castling move, I'm not sure what to do. She switched with the. Thanks, David.
That's very good.
Wow. Take that.
Okay, so Jebediah swings around the pillar to pinch her in between the wall and Jebediah.
I'm trying to make her claustrophobic. It's alright.
You're getting all up in her grill all the time, and she really doesn't like
23.
it. Fuck, she hates it. She takes that hit.
9.
Yikes. All right, 9 points of damage.
I'm gonna move the cat here and.
Is Turtle attacking the Vermlek?
Yeah.
Get it, Turts. I hate it. I'm never going to say it again.
Don't say that again.
And never again. That didn't take me long. Oh, shit. Woo. Turtle with the big guns. 28, critical hit, nat 20 on the dice.
10.
10 points of damage to the Vermlek. Solid hit, Turtle. Well done.
You bite my master, I bite you.
Then after Turtle and Jebediah rip into the enemy, it is the worm in a skin bag suit. Hold on, you ready for this, David?
No.
I got a bad idea. And by bad idea, I mean it's a great idea. You're going to need to give me a will save.
Okay.
As the Vermlek begins casting a spell.
18.
An 18 is going to fail.
It's gonna be the 2-level harm, isn't it?
It is. Harm is fortitude now?
So here's the thing. It's worse. So.
Oh, it's worse. It's okay. An 18 would have failed either way.
Yes.
Okay. So
It'd be
then.
17 with my fortitude.
Got it. Okay. It's going to do 3d8 of negative damage to Kestrel, which is going to equal 12.
That could have been worse.
Yeah, it really could have. Rolled a 1, a 3 in there. All right.
When it comes to rolling poorly on damage, I am the last person you will get sympathy from.
It's true.
I
That's
roll
very
so
true.
bad on my damage with this character.
And yeah, it's really funny. It's been happening so often, I didn't even bat an eye at it when you rolled like shit before when you hit twice.
Yep.
Yep. All right, then the Vermlek uses the 2-action version of the harm spell and then turns around and attacks Jebediah. Now, I'm going to say, Jeb, because you guys are kind of kitty cornered to this pillar that's here, you're going to have lesser cover to this attack. That doesn't matter anyways. 29 to hit. Sinks its teeth into Jebediah. Once again, it loves that piece of meat. In fact, it's starting to get really gross looking. Imagine like a piece of gum when you chew on it and then take it out of your mouth. 14 points of damage to Jebediah. That's going to make it Savatri's turn.
How did you get so fucking hurt again?
She did damage to me and he did damage to me.
Yeah, they both attack Jeb.
Why didn't you heal me enough?
I almost put you back to max.
It was close. Fucking 30. Oh, geez, and Jeb's down to 9 HP already. Wow.
Mm-hmm. He's down 34.
That happened fast.
I don't really want to keep burning all my heal spells.
I still got all mine, so feel free to.
Fine, I healed Jebediah at 25. I got 1 left.
I have 3.
It is Kestrel's turn. Yes.
Kestrel will simply move south 10 feet. I don't really have a good way to get at the priest, so we'll attack the Vermlek with Turtle. Activate Flurry of Blows. Make an attack. Attack number 1. I get a 17 to hit. Looks like it misses. Attack number 2. Get a 6 to hit. It misses. I cast Shield.
All right.
Did we ever used to play where,
God damn it.
like, rolling a 1, like, it ends your turn?
Yes.
I feel like we...
Ends
I
your
remember-
ended your attacks. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We did that?
But
I
it was
know
back
I
with,
did.
like
Early 1E when we were playing.
Did we do like crit cards or something, or
No, it
house
was just
roll?
to be a roll of 1, like, so I think, like, you dropped you fumbled or you lose your last year attack.
Yeah, I can't remember where I picked it up from, if it was a 3 thing or a 3-5 thing, or if it was just like a house rule, but I know that we always used to play like that.
That's
Well, we
right.
played it like that in our other group too, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where I picked it up from. I think we just carried it over to this group.
So Yeah, maybe that was David and I just doing something that we'd always done.
Yeah, and it may have been wrong even for the rules that we were.
Yeah, that could be. That sounds like something a DM would say that they want to be a thing.
That's just how we always did. I never questioned it. Anyway, I'm done. I suck ass.
Kestrel's frightened condition is now gone, which brings us down to Moonlight, bottom of round 3.
So I will move up to just behind Jeb, and I will cast. We're gonna go with Phantom Pain, I think.
Ooh.
Now, which one do I think is gonna have a lower will save? Probably the Vermlick. Let's go for the Vermlick.
Vermlick gets a 12 on its will
That is
save.
a failure. On Phantom Pain, a failure does 2d4 mental damage.
Okay.
He takes 5 mental damage.
Doesn't he get persistent damage or something?
Okay, so I was just double checking. Yeah, he actually gets persistent damage and is sickened 1.
Ah.
But if he recovers from the sickened condition, he loses the persistent damage.
Ah, I see. Okay, got it.
So he can take like an action to retch or something like that and try to
Yeah.
get rid of the sickened.
He just makes a save against your spell DC.
Yeah.
Top of round 4, it's the priest's turn again. The priest is kind of stuck where she is right now, with the Vermlick just to the north of her and Jebediah right next to her. So she is going to first stab at Jebediah with her trident. Gets a 28 to hit.
Jeez, could you stop rolling like 18-19s to hit Jeb?
Apparently not. 13 points of damage to Jebediah. I. And then I think with their second and third action, she is going to cast Produce Flame and throw a flame at. It's going to be Jebediah again. Does a. Never mind. 9 does not hit. That's the priest's turn. Jeb, your turn.
All right, we will swing.
Shibud, you're having a hard time hitting tonight.
Let's see.
It was Jeb swung twice for a 14 and a 5, respectively. I believe now he's giving his third action to Turtle,
Yeah, I think I might just because.
contemplating what Turtle's going to do right now.
Please don't.
Okay. God, stop rolling like garbage, bud. 15 from Turtle.
Was Agile -2 or -1?
-1.
Okay. Well, plus, I guess, but 18.
18. Oh, that hits because of the sickened condition, specifically. Debuffs for the win.
Debuffs in 2E mean so much more than they did in 1E.
Yeah, they do.
5 damage.
All right, that claw attack nets 5 slashing damage on the Vermlick.
That's it.
Its skin suit quivers. It brings us over to the Vermlick. The Vermlick has kind of a whole range of options right in front. But I think the first thing the Vermlick's going to do is it's going to take that action to try to overcome the sickness.
Okay,
So-
so that is a Fortitude save against my spell DC.
It is a fortitude save. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And it is the Vermlick's best save. So here comes 16.
It fails.
That fails. All right. And the Vermlick is still sickened and wastes an action.
I think technically you can keep trying. I mean, it's an action every time, I guess.
Oh, really?
I mean, it says you can spend a single action retching and attempt to recover, which lets you immediately attempt a Fortitude save against the DC of the effect that made you sickened. I mean,
Okay. Then yeah,
I guess if it wants to continue trying that, I don't see why it
dislikes
couldn't.
the Vermlick worm kind of like puts its worm head straight into the air and it starts like doing this like undulating like as it's trying to like gag and retch up whatever is making him sickened. So he's going to make another fortitude save. This one's a 28.
Yeah.
So that
That
will
saves.
save.
But
That's 2 actions
I
wasted.
consider 2 actions and, quite honestly, an extra hit because I think that's a successful spell.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's a big deal. Then can't really move, actually. The Vermlick's pinned unless it makes an acrobatics check to try to move through a square as well. So, Vermlek can't reach Moonlight, which is what it really wants to do right now. It's gonna go back to Old Faithful and bite Jebediah's shoulder again. 20 to hit.
Did you give him lesser cover?
I should have given him lesser cover. Oh, he would have had.
Attack me!
So
God,
19?
so many of these things that hit Jeb wouldn't have hit me.
Well, actually,
That damage not happening.
I don't think that's actually happening. It should have had lesser cover, which means it would have had a 19, and a 19 does not hit you, correct?
Correct, Mundo.
Oh. All right, then that is not a hit. And the Vernlek's turn goes by with it retching and missing Jebediah. That's going to take us over to Savatri. You're up.
Savatri will... I think she's just going to take a shot with the crossbow. Load it up. Why not? Guessing they got lesser cover because of Jeb and Moonlight, or is that more cover because there's two of them there?
No, I don't think it's ever more than just lesser cover when it's going through
Yeah,
soft cover or soft objects, I guess.
I'm really small.
Yeah, I was gonna say, plus Moonlight's short.
Also, Moonlight's very short.
I'd take a shot and roll a 1.
It actually clacks off the pillar just to your right because you just went way wide on it.
It's a new crossbow. I'm getting used to it. I reload it and fire a second time.
Ah. All right, let's see it.
22 to hit.
There it is. 22 definitely hits. And this is against the
Priest.
priest.
7 damage.
7 damage. That takes. All right, that priest is starting to look real heavy. And that's going to take us over to Kestrel. It's your turn.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did before. We're going to. This time, I'm actually going to activate key strikes with my first action. With my second action, I will activate Flurry of Blows, and let's make an attack. Particularly now that I am no longer feared. Jesus, I'm going to use my action point on that. My hero point. Use my hero point on that shit.
I swear that clattered on the 20 for a hot second. I thought it was a 20.
Let's try again. I get an 18 to hit, which looks like it's still a miss.
Against the
Vermlek.
An 18 is a miss now because the second condition is gone.
And with my second attack on it, I get an 8, and I miss. I will, instead of casting shield, just try one last desperate attack to try and hit.
Good old crit fishing. Oof.
Nope.
So many twos.
I rolled 3 attacks, and I'd like to point out that my dice rolls were 2, 8, 2, 2. 4 attacks. This has been a very poor combat for Kestrel. I am done.
It has been. I'll tell you the one thing that Kestrel's been doing that Kestrel didn't. He made the biggest opening action and one of the biggest contributions to the fight, which was to break up their tactics immediately by flanking the spellcaster. She was going to drop back and cast her ranged spells while the Vermlek engaged in melee, and you fucked that right up.
Well, good. Fuck them, because I can't hit him at all.
Well, that's gonna take us over to Moonlight. It's your turn.
Okay, first action, I'm going to cast Tentacular Limbs. Make those little vines reach out, and then I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the priest. I'm hoping they have a low fortitude save, we'll see. Fuck. Needed a 19, got a 25.
Yep.
They succeed. So she just takes 2d4 plus 4. She ends up taking 5 negative damage.
Moonlight was the bottom of round 4. That's going to bring us to the top of round 5 with the priest once more. The priest's eyes go wide with desperation, and she stabs at Jebediah again. Gets a 12 to hit. Finally, not critical right on my first roll. She realizes that Jebediah is really difficult to take down, so she's going to redirect a little bit here. She wants to get out from this pin.
You know, you got about
insert.
one more level until it's gonna start really hurting you. So you just you get your attacks, you get your movements in while you can.
Oh yeah. Right before that attack of opportunity just kills my fun, right?
Yes.
Kestrel, I need you to give me a fortitude save.
All right. Well, I critically succeed with a 20 on the die.
There's those rolls, boy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Where it counts, you know.
Yeah, no shit. She cast a spell called Spider Sting. In this spell, you take 1d4 piercing damage regardless of your save. So you take 2 piercing damage. This little sting gets you right in the shoulder. But however, let's see, critical success, you are completely unaffected by the spider venom.
Well, that's good because it's kind of, this is why we play role-playing games, because in real life, I hate spiders, and I'd be dead. But Kestrel is drunk, and he's just like, I don't care. It's a fucking spider.
Whatever's, man. See, you can't even actually, bite through my skin. All right, then after the priestess casts her spell and stabs at Jebediah, it's your turn.
Well, I'll continue to swing so violently. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, man.
This has been the opposite of last combat, where we rolled really well and everything went well. And now we can't roll shit.
I too will hero point. Ha!
Gosh. Savatri's heals and your guys' movement tactics saved you tonight. Your rolls have failed you left and right. Not entirely, but...
Unless she has an ability, Spider Sting is a touch attack.
Did I totally overlook that? I think I might have totally overlooked that.
We'll say it went to me.
Yeah, we'll just say she's got a thing.
I didn't think about it right away, but then I'm like, wait a minute, Kestrel's not right next door.
Yeah, and you have that spell. I suppose you would know that.
See, I didn't think about it right away, though, because I do the tentacular limbs, and I can touch from farther away.
That's true.
21!
Ooh. Turtle gets 21 to hit the Vermlek, yeah?
4!
4 points of kitty damage on the Vermlek.
And then we're gonna do 12.
To hit? No, will not hit.
That's all I got.
Well, all right then. After Jebediah, it's the Vermlek's turn. Boy, it's just an awkward place for him to be in.
He should just give up.
No, they fight to the death. They fight to the death, so the Vermlek's gonna... This is just for you, Kestrel. Vermlek's gonna turn around and bite Kestrel.
The one damn time I didn't cast shield. But it doesn't matter, because with the 19 he misses.
I'm going to make a call. At least one of these things is going to hit you on your AC. I'm going to hit you because you didn't cast shield.
I always try and take advantage. When I cast Key Strike, I always try and just go all out with attacks. But it didn't matter.
Didn't matter this time around. That's okay. This guy's gonna... Let's see. He's gonna try biting you again. 11 to hit. And
critically missing.
Swing wildly with a fist. Nope. 13 to hit. All right, the Vermlek fails miserably. It's Savatri's turn.
Reload my crossbow. Take a shot at the good old human priest. Get her with a 24. It looks like
24 gets it.
8 damage.
Shit.
And reload the crossbow.
Savatri's getting good with that crossbow because this time Savatri takes a moment, breath in, and as she breathes out, pulls the trigger and just boom. Right through the priestess's eye, and she falls. Nice shot, Savatri. That's you have one more action. Oh, you reloaded, shot, then reloaded.
Correct.
That's right. Last round, you shot, reload, shot. That's gonna take us over to Kestrel. It's your turn.
All right. Well, we're just going to activate Flurry and attempt to attack the dumb Vermlek again.
Again.
Can actually hit. I get a 14. That's a miss.
I'm gonna go with a no. I don't think you can actually do that.
Attack again. I get an 8. That's a miss. With my second action, I'll attack a third time. That's a 1 on the dice, critical miss. And with my third action, I'll cast Shield.
Oh god.
I hate my life so much.
I'm so sorry, Kestrel.
I rolled so badly tonight.
That's awful. All right. Well, Moonlight, it's your turn.
Yeah, I decided to try to cast Chill Touch on the Vermlek.
Okay.
He critically succeeds, and nothing happens.
Does roll a 30 on that Fortitude save. Strongest save, that Vermlek Fortitude.
Third action, I stand here. Yep,
Sure.
I stand here. I got nothing else to do.
And the Slackjaw, because that was a good save.
Like, how the hell did I completely miss? I was like, I can at least do half damage on him. Nope. Just...
Not even. Then that's going to take us to the top of round 6. Jebediah, it's your turn.
I missed that she was dead.
Oh, yeah, that literally just happened. Savatri, crossbow to the
I'll
eyeball.
just step up a little bit here and attempt to make an attack at a 23.
That'll hit.
15 damage.
Jeez.
Jebediah, you sever the Vermlek in half at the spot where it exits the body of the hermit that it's inhabiting.
Stop biting me.
Dead Vermlek. As soon as Jebediah severs the vermlek, actually. It writhes on the floor a little bit before finally dying. But as soon as it does, the doors that you're standing right next to, Kestrel, those very large bronze doors with the beasts and the fish and the birds all over it, suddenly all of the bronze relief carvings in the door of the animals and the fish and all the birds come alive, and they turn to Kestrel, who's standing right in front of the door, and in an unearthly unison chorus says,
Corruption has shut this door, but that cannot keep us out. Cleanse these halls of the corrupted that infest it, and we will open this door for you. Or, if you are one of the chosen of the wind and waves, then you may enter.
After delivering the message, the beasts on the door return to their original positions and stand in silence.
Kestrel looks at his tankard of ale and at the door, and at his tankard of ale and at the door, and he slowly pours the ale out. I've had enough for today, I think.
So, anybody think they're one of the chosen?
I'd go sit down and heal.
Yeah, heal and loot.
So everybody just like stops and looks at each other. Kestrel pours out an ale, and then nobody talks about it.
I feel like Sabatri would be like, no, like stop him from pouring it all out and be like, no, I heard it too. It's okay. Maybe even grabs it and takes a swig herself.
There you go.
Savatri's going the opposite way. I haven't had enough to drink today.
Yeah.
So you guys get your healing in, sounds like. That goes off.
We're left alone for 10 minutes?
You are left alone for 10 minutes, yeah.
At least, can I get another 10 minutes?
Let me see.
Oh, you want to focus?
I want to refocus as well.
I
Well,
pet
like-
my cat for 10 minutes.
We're not looking at a ton for loot here. Here's what you find. She was wearing gray robes, but under the gray robes, she actually had on some leather armor. She also has that trident that she was wielding, but she also is wearing a wooden religious symbol of Gazra that is similar to the one that you found in the barn, as it has been defaced with various demonic runes.
I detect magic.
It itself is not magic.
I wouldn't know that. Is there any magic around me? I'm playing by your stupid rules.
You're right.
Hi,
You mean the rules? Yeah. Yes. No. 30 feet, right?
Yeah. Wait, I think it's 30 feet.
I'm almost positive it is. No magic. Not that you wouldn't expect. That's the thing. You can, ignore your, crossbow or whatever, but no additional magic.
Okay, then.
Did you guys want the trident or the leather armor or the symbol or anything like that?
Is it worth
Maybe the
anything?
symbol.
I mean,
I think maybe the symbol for story purposes. So basically, the doors told us we need to clear the rest of this shit in order to get through the doors.
either that or if you're one of the chosen, they'll let you through.
Is this another spit and blow on it?
I guess that's up to you.
I'd have to say the druid's probably the closest. Your faith is what, the green or something like that?
Yeah, I open the door.
And Chiptaya walks up to the door, and nothing happens.
Blow on it and spit, Jeb.
Said it opens.
No.
I unbutton my pants.
I lick the door.
No, we said blow on it, not try to have it blow you.
Oh, yeah. Is there some type of hole in the door?
Where's the keyhole in this here door?
Let's cleanse the halls of corruption to the south.
We go south.
South down the corridors? Oh, there's so many doors. You see down the southern corridor 2 doors, one to the left and to the right. and then another door to the left farther on down this hallway. The hallway does veer off to the right. Jebediah, what you doing there?
I wish to open this door
It is wide open.
and take a bath.
This is a large, what would seem to be a guest room of some kind. It has a very comfortable looking canopied bed in here. There's an armoire for clothes storage, a full-length mirror, a very nice full-length mirror too, which those are expensive, and light provided by fist-sized glowing orbs mounted in 2 ornate wall sconces.
Can I remove them?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I carry this orb with me.
I mean, it's on like a, you would carry it like a torch.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I don't have to keep casting light.
There you go.
Kesh will take one.
There's also,
That's a good
there is a folding screen, and it conceals a metal bathtub. But this room looks like it hasn't had any recent habitation at all. Very clean, very...
The mayor
crisp.
never made it that far.
There you go.
And I open the next guest room.
You find the exact same thing. This room is just a mirror of the room.
I grab another torch.
Yeah, we're gonna collect these things.
Yeah, each room has, just 2 of them, it looks like? Yeah, each room has 2 of them.
Those have gotta be worth some money.
Moonlight, you want a torch that doesn't produce fire?
Sure.
All right,
I
we're
guess-
all set with torches. Let's go.
I can
I
certainly
guess-
drop it at any point, so.
I guess that might be actually useful for Moonlight. Not that it's not useful for everybody else, they are really cool.
And I've got low light vision, so as long as I'm somewhat close to these guys, I'm fine, but
Do you have like weaknesses to fire at all?
no.
If I made a Leshy and took weaknesses to fire, could I have additional ability points?
I don't know if I'd say ability points, I'd say maybe give you a feat.
You get 6 feet if I'm the DM.
6 feet.
But the first village we come out with is on fire.
The BBEG is a fire elemental. All of his minions are smaller fire.
We have to fight
elementals.
Ragnaros.
Yeah, there you go, Ragnaros.
All right, to the end of the hallway.
You
I
going in
approach
this other room?
the turn. Oh, there's just a third one.
There is a third room.
I attempt to walk inside.
You walk inside. This room is a mirror.
Except
Of
it
the
has a
rooms-
blue blanket. Why did they
Ex-
choose to do that? They gave this one a
Except-
pillow.
Yes, this room shows signs of recent inhabitation.
Oh yeah, there's water in the tub too. Look at that.
I checked the water.
Well, it's tepid cold, yeah, but
You dirty tub water.
Gamer girl bathtub.
fucking thinking of. Fucking.
oh man.
I fill my flask. Was there any like cabinetry in any of these? Like go
Let's-
to investigate
Even says
drawers.
the bed is made and its bathtub is filled with lukewarm water. Apparently,
Oh, it's lukewarm?
it's lukewarm.
I might take a fucking bath. Any
I would
cabinetry
say-
with like drawers?
The armoire is the closest you're gonna get, and if you open
Not another fucking armoire.
not another fucking armoire.
You try, you can't move it.
It's
There's sand inside.
It's locked. It's heavier than you expect it to be. Now you're easily able to open the armoire, but basically, what
Dirty
are in
underwear
here?
and shit?
It's folded bedclothes. Is what we
I
see.
unfold them because I'm a maniac.
Let me just toss a couple of points on Jebediah's chaotic alignment. For some reason, I just pictured you unfolding them just for the sake of unfolding them and walking out.
It looked too neat. I just open it.
Fuck this. It's too messy. Yeah, nothing in there. Side. At the end of the hallway, it does curve to the right, and there's another door.
I've cleansed the shit out of these hallways. Let's do it.
As you approach the door, you hear something on the other side.
What do I hear? I got a 28. My ears are
Oh shit!
picking up everything.
So Jebediah puts his ear up to the door, and from the other side of the door, you hear the clatter of pots and pans. What sounds like high-pitched, squealy voices, and then one baritone woman's voice. Like there's a big booming voice who's yelling on the other side of this door.
It's the marshmallow creature again from Fall of Flagstone. What was he called?
A fucking Pergy.
Pergy.
Fucking Pergy.
What happened the last time we were clattering pots and pans through the door?
It is not locked. Jebediah, as you open this door, the north wall of this long dining hall contains a stone oven, a cauldron, several metal tables, several long wooden tables and benches are lined up against the south wall, providing accommodations for what seems to be 24 people to eat together. And there's a door on the far west side of the dining hall.
Are we the bad guys?
There,
I mean, we would be if these guys weren't like all fucking corrupted and stuff.
yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll alleviate that concern right away. Inside the dining hall, it's just a very interesting scene. In fact, the scene continues in the dining hall for a moment after you open the door, like the occupants haven't quite noticed that you're there. But what you see is a stout woman in an apron and a spoon, a wooden spoon, going at it as what looks like a soup of some kind. And there are 3 closets that she's yelling at and ordering around in the kitchen, demanding to like help her. She's, get me the carrots from in the pantry. And then the closet scurries over to the pantry and gets in there and brings her an ingredient. It's, like I said, it's a very interesting scene. But after a moment, as she looks up to look over at one of the closets, she sees you, Jebediah.
Greetings!
Greetings indeed to all you friends and adventurers who join us here on the MNmaxed Podcast as we play the Extinction Curse. Over the last few months, we've seen this silly little podcast that we 5 friends decided to try continue to grow and introduce us to many awesome people. And we just want to give everyone listening a big thanks for coming along on these adventures. It means a lot to us. And we want to bring you even more adventures. If you feel so inclined, check out our Patreon, join our Discord. We'd love to hear from you. Join us again next week as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.